You've forgotten who I am. You'll do this for me.
I know exactly who you are. Okay, you're the whore that sleeps with all her clients. You're the whore that thinks she's above the law. And you're the whore that hates the gutter so much that she can't wait to lay in.
Woo-wee! Wow, guys, have and have not fans. Can we just say that Derrick probably shot towards the top, if not the tippy top, of multiple viewers' fan listing in terms of, hey, in terms of fans, my favorite character or characters are Derrick. It definitely needs to be at the top now. Standing his ground against Veronica Harrington. My freaking gosh. The Ice Queen, it didn't look like she was, I guess you could say, melting in this scene, but guess what? Derrick wasn't wearing a jacket, and he was not shivering. He stood his ground. Now, there is a full clip. It's 1 minute long. Obviously, due to copyright reasons, I can only play about the first, well, not the first, but a 20 to 27 second portion of the clip. If you want the full clip, you need to follow me on social media, Twitter, Facebook group, Facebook page for the haves and have-nots. All those links, including Instagram, are in the description below. Also, make sure you follow Keith Burke on Twitter and Instagram as well. Very cool guy, great on screen, awesome person off screen in terms of the conversations we have from time to time about this show. So show his social media some love. Follow him on Twitter and Instagram now. This scene is kind of a follow-up video. I've already done a video about Veronica going after Derrick's loved ones. What would that entail? Would that involve Candace and or Hannah? Number one, let's get back to the reason behind this clip in the first place. Real. I messed up. I forgot who Real was. I thought that was the name of the main thug that we've been seeing Veronica interact with for the past couple of episodes, which I do believe his name is Rodel, R-O-D-E-L. I think they show it very quickly during the end credit scenes. I don't believe he's ever been referenced by name before, but she mentions a character named Real. Honestly, I forgot who Real was, but that was the guy that was the guy that set up the bomb in Erica's car. Remember that? And the guy who was pretending to be a pool boy at Veronica's house. And that's when Veronica told him about the new plan she had about having RK killed in a way that would make Jeffrey look guilty. So Jeffrey would get arrested, then Veronica would get him out, and then Jeffrey will do what Veronica wanted. Basically, just a rehash of the black sedan scenario where it will be blackmail to get Jeffrey to act straight, probably impregnate a girl, blah, blah, blah. But the last time we saw him, well, twice actually, was when his house was, burst into by the darn feds. Remember, he was just in his house. They burst in like it was a damn episode of Cops. And then he was arrested. And then I do believe he was talking to the FBI, I think, where he was ratting out Veronica like it was nobody's business. The fact that he was the one that was hired to set off the car, and, it was the FBI being involved because, the country doesn't take bombings very lightly. And this was only after he had used his phone call to call Veronica saying, hey, Veronica, I got arrested. I need you to represent me in court. And she's like, no, I'm not going to do it, but here's somebody else who can do it, because she didn't want to be attached to this. But because Veronica did not help him out, that's when he ratted her out. And now he's still in jail. So Veronica, not too pleased about this, wants to have Derrick, because remember, Derrick was the one that gave her that list of contacts from his old life so she can use whenever she needed. Hence why he was hired. Real was hired to do the bombing. So with Derrick being a former associate of Real, he would know all of his weak spots. It's like, okay, I need all the receipts on this man so I can use that as leverage. And Derrick doesn't want to be involved due to not going back to that life. Veronica threatens him. He's off parole. But then she makes a good point. It's like, do you know how many people are in jail right now for doing nothing? And then him and his just calling her whore, sleeping with your former associates, thinks she's above the law, hates the gutter so much you can't wait to lay back down. And he was laying it down. No pun intended there. But the one thing I was waiting for is like, okay, please don't call her simple bitch, because we know what happens when somebody calls her simple bitch. David learned the hard way. But in any case, the fact that Derrick held his ground, I cannot wait. I feel like this, I dare say, this could be the scene of the entire. The only thing I can think of that could possibly outdo this scene is if Jeffrey Owens pops up in tonight's episode, but I don't think he will, because there is that scene where Charles is with a young lady who's taking off her robe, so I think that Jeffrey Owens might not pop up tonight. But I really can't wait to see what's going to happen next. And if you've already watched my video about, Veronica going after Derrick's loved ones, I really don't need to go into full detail here, but people asking about Candace and Hannah, we know that Derrick's wife died about a year ago, so he's a widower. He has 3 sons who are all, I believe he said, college age and are into sports. He just found out about Candace. He was romantically linked to Hannah, but that's not a thing anymore. For now, anyway. The one could make the argument, and I actually mentioned this in my previous video, I think that Veronica might see Candace and Derrick together, because remember, if Candace agrees, they're not going to meet at Hannah's house. They're going to meet somewhere else to just talk face to face. If Veronica, or maybe one of Veronica's associates, I don't know, if they see Derrick with Candace, they might overhear, get the idea, or learn that that's her, she's the daughter. Then Veronica will just use this as leverage, because, she doesn't like Candace anyway. So it is possible that Veronica, after learning that Candace is Derrick's daughter, might go after Derrick if he doesn't do what she wants. And of course, if she learns that Derrick is the father of Candace, then she'll automatically know that Hannah and Derrick were once involved at some point, without knowing that he assaulted her when she was younger and whatnot. So that's the only way I can see Candace and Hannah being involved with whatever revenge scheme Veronica will use against Derrick if he doesn't comply. Okay, that makes sense. But in any case, yeah, Derrick just telling her off, man, oh man. That's all I got to say for now. I hope this scene definitely, this scene is going to stand out. I have no doubt. Oh yeah, plus, if I'm not mistaken, this is like the first time we see Veronica out of her, all black attire. So this is going to be interesting, to say the least. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about this scene. Make sure you follow me on social media. Once again, guys, links are in the description below. If you are new to the channel, take a moment, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out whenever I post new content. And also, once again, I urge you, if you haven't done so already, make sure you show Derrick some love by following Keith Burke on Twitter and Instagram.